Hello all and welcome to this review for Transformers Legacy United Star Raider Lockdown. So this is part of the Walmart exclusive line and it's the last deluxe that I'm reviewing. I reviewed all the other ones. I'll have links in the description. And since the last one, I'll do a ranking too, because now I've been able to handle them all. Now, Lockdown is the most, I don't know if you'd say controversial, but in terms of the other ones, and I'll show them all to you now, he would be the most recognizable character of all of them. So compared to, for example, Filch has only one episode, and we only saw her bot mode, from the back for like a few seconds. So nobody was expecting much from this toy, and it came out pretty great. Road Pig is a G2 character that we've only ever had one toy of. So back in the G2 line, so there's not too much fiction about him, too much expectations regarding it, just to be faithful to the original toy in a way that it can be. As for Cannonball, yes, while there was some fiction about him, the toy turned out to be pretty good, and there was enough retooling for it to look like the original toy. So and lots of other fun accessories. So in the end, he turned out to be fine. He looks the part. He's the right height. There's no issues with this toy. When it comes to Lockdown, though, he's one of the main cool new characters to come out of the animated, both toy line and show. He became a fan favorite. He's been a constant in Transformers in one way or another, be it the comics or even like he showed up in Cyberverse too. So we've seen quite a bit of him, and yet he didn't have too many toys out, and finally he does, and it's a retool. Like I said, for the other ones, the retools make sense. These aren't like crazy huge fan favorite characters, and they're very representative of what they go with, so that's fine. When it comes to Lockdown, though, that doesn't work at all. People were expecting a new mold, and the mold that they gave him, not too representative. So just so I could do my ranking first, and then I'll get to Lockdown in full. I would say the best would be Filch, just for how much retooling there is, and it's a very different take on a mold that I thought I had like way too much of, but in the end I thought it was pretty cool, especially like when you look at the silhouette that she gives compared to that shot that you can see whenever you go on TF Wiki, right? With her shoulders, right? The turbines there. It works really, really well, and you have that turbine recreated also in alt mode, even though it's through another set of turbines, even though it's supposed to be like the same, right? In any case, really cool way, and also I really like how they approached the wings here. So that's a cool new take on an old mold. Really enjoyed it. And nice, very, very nice deco too. Second, as you may have expected from my being really long-winded before, it's Cannonball. I think is very well accomplished remake or a new version of a classic from the Cybertron line. So I think he worked out really, really well, and once again, appreciate all the retooling. Third would be Road Pig. I'm not too fond of the Junkion molds when they're not used for the Junkions. So that ends up being the case for both Road Pig and Lockdown. At least for Road Pig, he ends up finally being like the missing piece to complete our Junkosaurus. And I do like that, like the fun G2 stuff, right? Like that G2 Decepticon logo and the whole Transformers here. Very blatant. Some people didn't like it, but I like how in your face this G2 kind of deco is. It's very fun that way. So I do appreciate that he's back. And like I said, it's a character we haven't seen for a while, and I think he looks the part. At least he looks the part. So that's fun. And last, we have Lockdown, for all the reasons why, like the opposite of all these other toys. So it's a fan favorite character that now is just like some retool of a toy that doesn't really look the part. So, for example, he's a retool of this character here. And the only thing that's the same is the head. While the chest may look a bit different, it's just the different paint apps on the exact same tooling. So yeah, exactly the same. We'll compare him to... It's going to be a bit sad now. This is the reason why people are a bit upset. This is our original Lockdown toy for animated. Now, granted, yeah, would we ever get something like this These days, maybe not, definitely not the deluxe price point like this was back in the day. But of course, he's like an exception to the rule, right? But what I do want to show you though is how lanky he is, how he has a very definitive look. I get that the head that they're going for is more the Revenge of the Fallen head and not the anime head. Fine, no worries. But still, the Revenge of the Fallen toy had similar proportions to Lockdown. It was basically like, what if this exact character and look was translated to the movie? And we're not getting here. Instead of like being tall and lanky, we have a very stocky figure. One thing that is fun about it being a Junkion mold is that you'll see here, the whole point of Lockdown is that he's kind of like taken parts from other bots to put himself together. So there's an asymmetry in the legs. And you can do that with Lockdown too. So I can remove this and put like another foot, and you kind of get, honestly it's not great. It's not what I'd like, but the idea is that the spirit of the character kind of lives on in this mold in that sense. Also, you can find ways to make him more lanky and tall. So for example, I'm going to remove the arms of Road Pig here. And let's see how we do this. If you have it like so, you can make Lockdown taller. I'll do it on the other end too. So, I mean, there's ways, right, to make him taller. Does this look any good? You let me know in the comments. I don't think so. I don't think it looks all that great. Especially doesn't work with the arms. I guess the arms can also find ways to make it work if you want. But look, in the end, I'm not recommending this toy. If you don't have a Lockdown and you really want one, I guess this has to do for now. But that's the point. It's for now. It feels a lot like a placeholder, especially compared to all the other ones. Like I said, like the other ones like Cannonball and the rest don't feel like placeholders. They feel like opportunities now that we have, molds that they can do. Instead, this feels like a placeholder. All right. That's that. It does come with lots of accessories, and they can try to recreate what's going on here with the hook. So you've got these two parts. There's the hook that you had in the previous version of the mold, and this is like a back piece of the car mode. You can have it like this, and you can have him holding it, and it gives you that look, right? So you can still have the hook. It's not as clean as this. What's really fun about this is that you're able to like push the hand back in and cover it up with the front of the car, so that it's like it was replacing the hand. This, not so much. He's holding it. If you want, you could do it like this. It looks a bit more like it's replacing the hand, but then it ends up being like way too like long in the front. It's up to you, but you can do it this way too. Yeah, it's I'm looking at it. It's like he's so tall. Okay, we'll get to you, big beautiful bastard, out of the way. All right, now for this Lockdown. This is another thing. I'm not a fan of the mold in general. I don't like it on the previous versions. I don't like it on with Scrap Hook or Tow Line and all that stuff. I'm not a huge fan. I don't like the arms back. We'll do it now, but it's in case you've never had this mold before, I'm going to transform it into alt mode. All right, so let's go. First up, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the back here, right? And we're also going to unhook these arms. Now you'll see that the head is going to flip back like so. All right. Now you're going to rotate the waist like so, and the legs can collapse. The feet can collapse. I'll show you one. There's a bit of like an accordion thing going on. Okay, because just like this won't work. You have to like fold it in. Okay, and you can, all right, and you can you can peg it all in together. All right, good. You'll see it's already like taking shape. So if you fold it together like so, that's the 2/3 of the card done. Now my least favorite bit, there's this here to do. So you start folding the chess piece back, and you fold the arms in. And you fold it back even more. Now for the arms, this is the part that's very tricky. Okay. I'm gonna unfold it a bit. Nah, we'll keep it like this. Okay, so I was able to, I don't know if you saw, but I'll call it the upper arm, you're able to, I'll do it on the other side too. If I can rotate it like so, I can just turn the upper arm to be like just a bit more flush with the car. Now we have the arms. Now the arms are going to rotate the fists so that they are aligned with that hole there. All right. Same for the other side. There's the hole here, the peg hole, and there's the fist. And now the idea is that you want to fold it in the same time together, like so, like this. And there's a few connection points you see here, and you can just press it together and it's going to work. And then you can panel massage it, collapse it, and there you go, fits in. So that's it. These didn't come off, but sometimes they do, and if they do, don't worry about it, it'll just put them back in. They will definitely come off when you transform it back into robot mode, that I can assure you. Okay, now for the accessories, which you had left, like this was what was holding the hook, this goes in the back here to complete the look of the car. Let me get the rest of the accessories here. These are all the accessories it comes with. So we have the other one here. Okay, so that's done. Now for the front, there is this engine block. These are two pieces. They can be used as guns. Sorry, I'll just show you one. There you go. Put them back. I'm wondering if I'm doing it wrong. I thought it was the other way. Guess this is this way? Let me check. No, it can't be. No, it's this way. There you go, that's much better. Perfect. And then these bits, if you want, you can put them here on the side. And you have the hook, which can go right here in the back if you want that. And that's lockdown. Oddly, believe it or not, way more spikes than in the original animated mold. I'm not sure compared to the Revenge of the Fallen if it's more or less. But yeah, so this is it. Sorry, it's losing focus. Some people say it doesn't look like Lockdown enough. Some say it's enough. It's up to you to decide. You let me know what you think. Just want to show you what it is. At least what I like is that you do have the green going all the way down. That I do appreciate. All right, and that's it. I wish you all a great day, guys, okay? Bye.